Hey guys, I'm back. LtCoolerooney here. This game, I'm playing Janna. Of course, it's League of Legends. In our team chat, when in champ select, everybody was really nice, which always is a good thing. Of course, because it kind of motivates the people playing, raises their morale, maybe. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll support again. I don't mind supporting that much. Even though I wanted AD carry, of course, because I main AD carry, but Caitlyn picked it first, so like, okay, whatever. We're Janna Caitlyn lane, so we're just going for poke and disengage if we need to. They've got a Varus and Blitz, which is a really quite an aggressive lane. Varus has a lot of utility. Blitz, of course, has his hook, which is rather irritating. They have a Twisted Fate in mid lane, so they're gonna get a lot of roam potential out of that, which is gonna screw us over in the beginning. But we end up winning this game anyways. I walk down here toward that to know where they are. I get 2 autos on me, that's okay. I'll just regen it or eat a cookie if I need to. We got a Jarvan jungle and a Renekton top, and the Zyra mid. The good thing about Zyra is that she too has a lot of disengage, but nobody really plays her, so they don't know how she works, they don't know how to counter it. Which is gonna screw this Twisted Fate over a little bit, I guess. I haven't been paying too much attention. Yeah, I shield Jarvan, so he takes a little bit less damage and does some extra damage with his auto attacks. I didn't want to go through River to the lane, because I didn't know if Blitz would be here. That could screw us over really hard. Because, you know, my E was on cooldown. Should be back up now, because it has a rather short cooldown, just 10 seconds. I'm gonna ward this burst so I know Blitzcrank's there. What you want to do against a Blitzcrank is just have push control. If they push you on the turret, you can just have this push and this brush warded. I think Caitlyn could have played this lane a little better. She wasn't poking too much. Couple of minutes in the game I told her you can count on my shields, because as long as it's up she can just go poke without being grabbed if she stays behind the minion line. And because my shield gives AD, the poke should really hurt, especially if she uses a headshot and maybe 1% crit chance. I have no idea. She started with traps, which is a common thing you see in silver and maybe gold elo. It kind of gives a little bit of control, but sometimes I'd rather go with the Q, the build over Peacemaker, just for that extra damage if you do end up fighting a level 1. So we kind of stay safe right here. We see Blitzcrank, we don't want to get hooked. We got a little bit of action going down mid. Jarvan tried to gank, but the lane was too pushed, I guess. Farm is staying pretty equal. I'm gonna help Caitlyn, but suddenly that minion turned focus. So she missed one. That's my bad, whatever. Shit happens. Because they're pushing so hard, they always have 1 level advantage. Unless sometimes. I use my Q wrong, I get hooked. I shield myself and just walk out, really. Caitlyn deals a little bit of damage back. She's down to half, I'm down to half using my HP potion. Jarvan is coming in, but I wasn't sure if it was warded, but because they were playing so defensive they just retreated. Like, okay, River's warded, don't know till when, just play it safe. I'm not sure why he stayed here, just, it was obvious that it was warded. He tries to go in, doesn't land his combo, so he should just back out instead of stay right here, and yeah, he leaves. I use my regular auto attacks to just poke Varus a little bit, because it gives me 3 gold using Pickpocket. It's not as easy to utilize Pickpocket as well on Janna as it is on Thresh, because if you get hooked at Thresh, you still got some disengage using your flame, a little bit tanky. So right there I was kind of going aggressive until like, okay, I'm in front of the minion line, I don't want to get hooked. So I went back again. I shielded Caitlyn right there, so she did a lot of damage with the extra AD and the headshot and the build over Peacemaker. I got poked a little bit, I dodged his Q. I just go to war tribus because I had no idea where Nasus was. Right now we're kind of shoving the lane. We're the ones with the level advantage, which just got equalized. Caitlyn is ahead in farm, and Varus shouldn't even be equal because he will miss a lot on the turret, and because 6 minions won't make up for the 10 or so deficit he had. Caitlyn is still just farming. I think she could have poked a little more. Maybe I've said that already, but that's okay. TF should hit 6 in a little bit, which is gonna screw us over really hard. Nasus is right here. Not sure if to go in right now or a bit later. Again, I shield the Caitlyn so she can do a little bit more damage and doesn't get as much damage in return, which is one of the reasons why Janna is a godlike support. I like Thresh better because he's just so aggressive and has so much utility that can actually make plays. But Janna, she has a lot of disengage, she has shield, she has a heal, she has a slow, she gives everybody movement speed if she levels Zephyr. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, her bird. Yeah, Zephyr. Let's see, Twisted Fate hits 6. Our Zara and Renekton already have a kill, so we're 2-0. We have a 1.2k gold lead, and we should be able to extend it from right now. I accidentally shielded myself right there. I wanted to shield Caitlyn, but it hit myself, so I tried to get one auto attack off for that little bit of damage, and the pickpocket shield wore off, but that's okay. They're kind of pushing the wave back, at least they want to, but because they see I have warded this brush, I guess they're a little bit afraid, as well as Varus being low. I shielded Caitlyn. I thought she wanted to poke 1 or 2 shots. She didn't do it because they were walking back. He misses his Q. He just uses it to wave clear. Gets an auto attack back to the face. Oh, that's pretty good. Again, Blitz grabs a minion. I shielded the turret, so all I got was 1 auto attack by Varus. I know his hook is down, that's why I was being so aggressive. I'm like, okay, hook can be up in a few seconds. I'm just gonna back off, stay behind my minions, and keep on playing. Like you can see, Twisted Fate is coming, Nasus is coming. We saw Nasus coming in, uses his ghost, and then Twisted Fate all like, okay, we're screwed. Zara and Jarvan are even coming in. I die. Caitlyn flashes out. So whatever. I didn't use anything on that. I wanted to monsoon, but it was already too late. I didn't burn flash, didn't burn exhaust because I knew I was dead. I should be up in a little bit. Zara was given a blue buff in a bit. She has to flash out because they're being so aggressive. I guess they could have warded this if they had, but they didn't have a ward. That's okay. Zara gets blue, so she can spam her plans a little bit more. I'm coming back to lane. Caitlyn is actually backing. She has, let's see, 1900 gold. That's a good time to back. She should pick up Berserker Greaves and another Dorians, I believe. Let's see, let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, second door of Vamp Scepter and boost one and a couple of potions. I just kind of cleared a wave right here. I knew they weren't in lane anymore because they would have grabbed me, otherwise would have gone aggressive. So I just kind of used my tornadoes to wave clear. I was like, okay, Caitlyn's gonna take forever. I don't want the minions to take the farm, so I just take it myself. Give a little bit of extra gold to me. I pinged that bottom was missing. They're kind of taking a long time to get back. They could have ganked mid or something, but they didn't. Whatever, it's cool. Caitlyn gets some free farm again. She's a little bit ahead. Renekton is ahead by far. Jarvan is ahead of Nasus because Nasus only died once, and Jarvan hasn't died. Has a couple of more CS and an assist, which is basically like a third or a half of a kill. I'm not sure. And he has 2 long swords against boots of Nasus. They gank mid, get another kill. Renekton is a beast right now, he's 4-0. He's gonna end up carrying the game, I guess, because Caitlyn wasn't getting fed. She was kind of shut down. Twisted Fate should probably will gank in a little bit again. I shield Caitlyn again, she deals a little bit of poke. I use my tornado to slow Blitzcrank down, but Caitlyn didn't poke, or maybe one auto attack. Varus is low again, she poked him once. He's half HP using his health potions. Has more damage, but we're just playing it safe. Because we don't really know where the jungler is. And I'm kind of getting low too because of his E. I shield her right before she gets hooked. And we actually get snared by this. And again, Twisted Fate's right here. I exhausted Varus, but we couldn't kill. Because Caitlyn used her E to go that way, and I used my Soon to push Varus back. Maybe she could have killed Varus, but you know what? It's just one kill on Varus, two kills on Varus, one on Twisted Fate. Renekton is still a beast. Sarah will be a beast. Again, they're a little bit late bottom, but you know, shit happens. I'm not sure if I saw Blitzcrank pink this. I totally didn't see this. I guess Jarvan must have seen it because he puts it inside, so it can't really be spotted out because it's so far out. What you'd rather do is put it at the edge right here, or maybe a little bit inward so you can actually see the whole pit, and a little bit outside. Or if you're sure that they won't put a ward over the wall into the pit, you can just ward it right here. Make that clear. Let's see. Speed it up a little bit again. Caitlyn still is ahead of CS. Middle is even. Junglers. We have 4 assists on Jarvan. They just picked up another one again. We got a second kill as our 5th kill on Renekton. He doesn't have a Sunfire yet, but he will buy it. We're slightly pushing the wave because it was pushed to us, and Caitlyn just last hit at everything till they come back. Caitlyn went with a Cutlass, which I think is not the best item on Caitlyn because she's so long range. You can't really use the Cutlass unless you get hooked or whatever. Cause this crank hook was down right there. I wanted to be aggressive. Caitlyn don't help with that. But he just uses ult. I couldn't do anything, but I didn't have to do anything. I ward this brush. He pinks it a little bit, so he's gonna clear that out. So like, okay, I'll ward this. So at least we have river covered, and I'll ward this brush in a little bit as well, I guess. We take top turret. I'm not sure why, but I guess Akali's just being pretty bad, or just because Renekton's being a beast. He's really fat. He has 40 more CS. We're kind of losing this lane, but they're not using advantage of it. Again, he hooks a minion, even though he wanted to hook Caitlyn. I'm pretty sure he couldn't, and he should have known it. I wanted to walk in this bush because I thought we could be a little bit aggressive because his hook is down, but the wave was pushing into our turret a little bit. I used pickpocket again. Varus is 2 levels ahead, but I shield Caitlyn, so she's pretty much even though he has a BF sword and a cutlass instead of double Dorns against BF sword and I'm sorry, double Dorns and a cutlass against his BF sword and a cutlass. We're not looking to do too much. His hook is up again. His ult should be up. And his powerful fist, of course, can screw us over really bad. Jarvan's coming in. Okay, good. He's waiting. Caitlyn should have pushed it a little faster, I guess. So Jarvan could have come in. Because this gank... I'm not even sure anymore. Even though I played this game this afternoon. I'm not sure if the gank works. He just backs off. Nope, he stays. I shield Caitlyn, no damage to her. I get a little bit of damage, but no, I got my Feeler Stone. That should be good. I got hooked. I die right there because of the Blight procs and the E from Varus. Have a rather good disengage with this ult. We go in again. I'm not sure. Yeah, they should kill Blitzcrank right here. Nasus is coming in. Caitlyn does not want to get hit right here. I guess they should be safe right about now. She misses her trap. I'm not sure why you would put it that far. She could have just placed it on the edge right here. Zyra's coming in. Nasus' ult is down. Didn't really use too much for it. I think they could have played it better where Nasus kept his ult and they could have gone for Dragon. But Twisted Fate back on an unfortunate time. So no gold advantage for them. We're still ahead because Remington is so fat. We're just 3 kills ahead, but that translates into 2.5k gold. I tell them this is pinked, it's warded, so they just back off. Twisted Fate is right here. We knew he was a mid, so like okay, we're just gonna take Dragon right now. I pink it, so they have no vision. I ward over the wall right here, so I can see where they are. I still gotta learn the trick on how to put this in this burst. I'm gonna get hooked in a little bit. Because he knew where I was, he's gonna ward it and he's gonna hook me right now. I just flash back over. Finally. We're good. We got a free dragon. I time it in a little bit. They warded again somehow, even though they should know it was down. Remington is a beast. He just goes in and gets stunned, but he's really tanky. I finally come in. I get the tornado off on Akali. And I want my team to push bot. They're with 3, we're still with 5. But Sarah is going mid because she wants that farm. We get a kill on Varus. I almost die. A shield Remington again. I might die right here. Oh, still don't. I exhaust him so we could pick up the kill. He wouldn't be able to move how to use this. We are already, and we go to take a turret. I shoot Caitlyn again to get some extra AD out of her. Get a free turret. Sarah is pushing mid. So that's shoving into their second turret. And we all just back right here. If you look at Varus' build, he's going for an Infinity Edge first. Which I think is not the best idea for Varus. It can work, but more likely if you're behind. Especially if you have already bought the Cutlass and you're not planning on finishing it rather soon. You should have just gone for the Bloodthirster. If they had played more aggressive, especially with the Twisted Fate, they could have fed Varus. Even though he has 3 in 1, he's not going to be able to do much because they don't peel for him and let him die. Akali is incredibly squishy. She has no burst potential after her ult is down. She has no items. Remington is 7-0 right now. He's going to pick up the final kill this game in a little bit. Let's speed this up a little bit again and get back to lane where I can actually see some action. I use my tornado to push it a little bit. We're going to go mid. Bot is slightly pushing. We actually want to do some work right here. I ward that just after Jarvan wards it, but that's okay. Shit happens. You don't have any communication. We don't want to go in just yet because Caitlyn isn't here yet, and she's still a lot of damage using her Bork and her attack speed with the headshots. Because we have this warded, Zyra roots them for the disengage. They couldn't go in. And I use my tornado as well. Jarvan wants to go in right here, but we're really split, so I guess we're gonna lose this fight a little bit. This might actually be the final. No, it's not the final fight. Jarvan does end up dying. Caitlyn takes out Varus. We get a kill. For a kill. They're both shut down. This was really bad. I really wanted to heal just before Caitlyn died, but I couldn't. Because my reactions were just too slow. So it's 2 for 1. We're all low. 2 for 2, I'm sorry. We're all low, so we can't push this. I ward this, so we know if they want to engage again. Sorry, lands a nice route. So we're all fine. We're just gonna back. Let's look at a goal for a little bit. Caitlyn's pretty much even on Varus. Remington has 8.2k gold against the almost 5k from Akali. She's not going to be able to do much. Jarvan, E3, 1 in 7. 3 kills is always good on jungler. You'd rather have him on somebody else, but that's what his 7 assists are for. So he has 6k gold almost to the 3.8k gold from Nasus. 7k gold on Zyra versus 5.5k on Twisted Fate. And I'm a little bit ahead of Blitzcrank because I've got 7 assists as to his 4. And we got 3 turrets to none on their side. I take this farm, nobody was here and they didn't want to glass into the turret. I wanted the XP. So I just take up a little bit of experience. I'm level 11, so I got my level 2 ult right now. I just push this. I use 1 tornado and I just go back to mid because I want to make a play. We saw them because obviously we have 2 wards in there. I'm not sure why they kept standing in there. They should know we had it warded. We didn't know this was warded, but whatever. I'm gonna ward that. They're gonna pink it. I'm not gonna go in right here because Jarvan's going top. He wants the experience right here, and we should be able to get. Right now, I asked my team could we just sneak Baron because it's rather unexpected, but they didn't want to do it. Varus whiffs his ult. I guess nobody saw that on our team because nobody told us. Let's see. Does anything happen? A little bit. We're pushing out mid. Jarvan is coming. We ping Dragon so we can get some extra gold. A ward right here so we can see them coming. Renington wants to be a beast, but he just decides to come back to Dragon. I pinged it again so they had no vision. We pick it up before they even ward it. They see us using the Twisted Fate ult, but they're so split right now that we could just go in, except they have the Twin Shadows. Stupid item, I'm not sure why. Twisted Fate had bought it as his first item. I guess he could have gone for Revenants or Lisbane or Zonia's first. Would have made a hell of a lot more sense. I pinged bot turret because I see the waves pushing. We're all close. I want to ward this, but I forgot it was pinged. So I just take it out again. The minions are doing a lot of damage. Caitlyn is doing a lot of damage. It's already down to half, and they're not even here yet until now. I use my tornado to disengage, so Caitlyn wouldn't be screwed. I'm gonna ward here in a little bit, so we can see people coming from the jungle if the fight is stalled too long. Sarah again gets a nice root off on Blitzcrank. As you can see, we have a ward right here which covers pretty much this area and a little bit of this. Caitlyn doesn't get hooked. He barely misses his Blitzcrank hook. I do end up shielding her anyways because if she did get hooked, she would have been screwed, and the shield might have helped her out just enough. Right now, just taking turret. I mean, why not? They should have went in, maybe. We catch Varus. I'm not sure why Sarah actually ulted it, just for the secure, I guess. I see Akali going in on Caitlyn. I didn't want her to kill Caitlyn, but she still has, you know, a rather good amount of burst. We take turret a little bit. Renington's gonna tank it and just slice and dice out. Jarvan tanks it a little bit, gets some good damage on it, and we just piece the hell out. I use my tornado to stall him down, use my Zephyr even so we can just move out. He's not going to be able to come even close. I'm full health, which is good by them, because they don't focus me, but that gives me a lot of space to just support my team. I pick up a locket. I'm not even sure if I end up using it, as the game is almost over after the next fight. I've got my Ruby Sidestone, pick up another pink ward, and I picked up a Chalice because I kind of wanted to build into a Mikhail's Crucible. So if Caitlyn did end up getting caught, I could just use it so she could walk away, or 90 kilometer net away. It's kind of a boring part. Jarvan picks up red buff. I shield him a little bit for the extra damage and the HP. Less HP loss. We see blue. We just pick it up. We see Data here because he's gonna wildcard. I just tell him to take top tier. Caitlyn's just split pushing. They go in. So I shield Jarvan again so he can tank a little bit longer. Use my tornado. Nasus is screwed. We're kind of screwed by the what's it called? The Varus ult. We end up living. Jarvan almost dies, but it worked. Caitlyn is still pushing a little bit. Jarvan's really low from that last fight. I warded a little bit too close to the turret, so I just warded it again. And they end up surrendering after that fight. Yeah, as you can see, sport is pretty fun in my opinion. I like bot lane a lot. So another win, free elo, as I would like to call it, free elo. And yeah, just keeping a positive mind and being friendly just really helps out a lot. And in the end game screen, everybody was talking like, oh, you're being so sweet, you're being so friendly and all that. So yeah, it just raises morale of playing, and everybody wants to play and wants to perform. Yeah, I want to thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Like it if you like the video, it would help me out a lot, especially since I'm just starting. And I'll see you next time.